I was excited because he would text me all sweet and promise to bring me flowers when we saw each other. The only red flag I noticed was the day before paintball. He called me and asked if I was on campus or at my friend's house. I said I was on campus and he said good. I did not hear from him until he texted me outside at 11:45. I was kind of confused because I didn't even know if we were still on for brunch, but I was dressed up, so I just went with it. When I got in the car, I joked that he was early. He gripped the steering wheel so hard that his knuckles went white. He laughed and threw 3 flowers from the backseat in my lap and said, I was busy getting your ass flowers, and you gonna tell me I'm early? I'm not even joking. As we were driving, I noticed the flowers were those plastic ones you get from the dollar store. I tried to make a joke and laughed that they were fake, but he threw them out the window onto the street and said, shut up. I was starting to think this guy was a little off. I met this guy, let's call him Ray, through a mutual friend when I was in college in Houston. His brother was dating my friend's sister, so I thought he couldn't be that bad. We started talking through Insta, and it was casual and fun at first. No red flags. He claimed to be a nerd and not in the streets like that. I didn't really ask, but he kept repeating that he's not a hood dude. About 2 weeks after we started talking, and my friend's birthday was coming up, and she planned for all of us to go paintballing. Ray and his brother were going, so Ray and I made plans to hang out before and after paintball. I was excited because he would text me all sweet and promise to bring me flowers when we saw each other. The only red flag I noticed was the day before paintball. He called me and asked if I was on campus or at my friend's house. I said I was on campus, and he said good, and hung up.
Yo, this is a little weird, eh? Like, he's gonna call you and ask you where you're at, and then you're just gonna say good and just hang up and nothing out of that? Like, what? Was he trying to surprise you? Was he trying to come see you? Did he want to order you food? What's the deal? Why was he asking?
Okay, that was the end of the convo. I asked my friend later that night what was going on, and she said their sister invited Ray and his brother over to their house, but she didn't know anything because she was at work. Fast forward to paintball day, Ray texts me in the morning and says he'll pick me up at 12. Because he has an appointment at 11. I said it was okay, but I made a joke saying we'll have brunch and not breakfast because it's later now. Initially, our plan was to leave at 10 because paintball starts at 2. He got an attitude and said, so you just gonna change the plans like that? I was honestly baffled because he changed the plans first. I was just saying we'll do brunch instead because of the time difference. I tried explaining, but he went radio silent. I did not hear from him until he texted me outside at 11:45. I was kind of confused because I didn't even know if we were still on for brunch, but I was dressed up, so I just went with it. When I got in the car, I joked that he was early. He gripped the steering wheel so hard that his knuckles went white.
Yeah, like, what's up with this guy, bro? He don't get no joke. He doesn't get sarcasm, no banter, nothing. Damn, I guess that's the price you pay for all you women who go for attractive dudes with no personalities, yeah?
He laughed and threw 3 flowers from the backseat in my lap and said, I was busy getting your ass flowers, and you gonna tell me I'm early? What? I was so confused, but I just laughed it off because I remember he promised me flowers. I'm not even joking. As we were driving, I noticed the flowers were those plastic ones you get from the dollar store. I wanted to laugh, but also I was like, what the fuck do you mean fake flowers? I tried to make a joke and laughed that they were fake, but he threw them out the window onto the street and said, shut up. I was starting to think this guy was a little off. Starting?
Yeah, like, why are you thinking he's off right now? Dude literally called you and asked you if you're on campus or at your, whatever, your house, and you said campus and he hanged up the phone. Like, you should have known from there.
Starting to think? I was starting to think this guy was a little off, but I was still down to get to know him because he was fine as fucking 6'7" with nice teeth.
You thought he's a little off. Bro, it's way off. He's 6'7". How many men out there you see who are 6'7"? Rarely. They're all stuck between 5'5" to 5'9", 5'10". You rarely meet a dude who's 6'7". Once you start meeting them, you gotta realize something must be off with this dude.
You thought he's a little off, but you're still down to get to know him because he's 6'7", fine with nice teeth. But the nigga's crazy. But that's okay because he's 6'7" with nice teeth. Okay. We pull up to the brunch spot and he immediately heads to the bathroom before we even sit down. He takes about 20 minutes in there and I thought he left. He comes back looking all mad as hell and I asked, what was going on? He says, not your business.
I mean, he's right though. Whatever was going on in the bathroom was his business, not yours. So yeah, he's right with that.
You chose to keep doing this, so whatever happens after this is all on you. The whole brunch, he looks stressed out and orders a margarita tower and Hennessy for drinks. I didn't know he was planning to drink and I was confused because we had paintball later and he was already drunk. I offered to drive because I only had orange juice and he screwed his face up and asked me if I thought I was good enough to drive his car. I was honestly over his attitude at this point and just wanted to meet up with my friends at paintball. I told him, yes, I'm fine. He didn't have to get nasty. He quickly apologized and said he was working on that. He's working on that? He's working on that. He was sweet for the rest of the date. He paid a $250 bill and I drove his car to the paintball range. He was quiet most of the drive, but his phone kept going off, and he would curse under his breath every time it did.
You know what? Guy's a drug dealer. Let me save it all for you guys. He's a drug dealer. He's all worried the cops are on his ass, alright? That must be it.
I offered to play music, and he said there better not be no girly shit. I put on Drake. He grabbed my phone out of my hand so aggressively and said, this is the shit I'm talking about. You're so stupid. You should probably go home. He put on Pimp C for the whole 30-minute car ride and glared at me out the side of his head. I figured he had some type of anger issues and I planned to ghost him after this day. You figured? But he's 6'7". and fine as hell with nice teeth. So you're good though. Let's keep breathing. When we arrived at Paintball, we were early, so we stayed in the car for about 15 minutes texting our friends to make sure everyone was gonna show up on time. During this 15 minutes, he turned out Pimp C and put Drake back on. He asked if I was happy now and tried to kiss me. I backed up and told him I wasn't trying to do all that. He got mad and said, I ain't trying to play. I like you and you playing with me. I told him to chill out and it got awkward. Finally, everyone pulled up and I ran away from him so fast towards my friends. The sister of my friend who was dating Ray's brother pulled me aside and asked me how my date went with Ray. I told her everything and said he's too aggressive for my liking. She told me that she overheard the other night that he has court-ordered anger management classes.
Yeah, like I don't understand that part too, right? This woman knew this guy has anger management issues, bro, and she couldn't even let her friend know before seeing this guy. Like, I think that would have been good, a heads up, right, for her to know going into this. Now, girls dealing with all kind of shit. At the same time, the girl's dumb too. Like, yo, the flags were there. I'm pretty sure you saw over 10 of them off the bat. Why would you ignore the first 1, 2, 3, 4? Just because he's 6'7" and got nice teeth, eh?
Why would you not tell her this? You overheard that he has court-ordered anger management classes and you didn't tell this girl why. You have the nerve to say, oh, how's the date going? You know how it's going. The man's crazy. And you know. Jesus Christ. She only knew this because Ray's brother forced him to go to her house last night to hide out from some people he had problems with. He's on parole and will go back to prison if he slips up and does something violent. Why did you not think this was valuable information for this girl? The fact you knew all this information and you somehow forgot to mention this to your friend is fucking crazy. He is on parole and will go back to prison if he slips up and does something violent. But how's your date with Ray? What? I put the dots together and realized that's why he asked me if I was at their place last night. She told me he skipped anger management classes today and his brother was looking for him because his PO was calling around. How do you have so much information about this guy and you didn't tell this girl? I'm not past this. Why is all this information coming out now at Paintball? Why does this even happen? This is fucked.
In other words, guy's a criminal, yeah? I guess this woman should have done a better job doing background check.
I was in shock and a little scared because who the fuck did I just go on a date with? I see him staring at me over the crowd of friends because he was tall as fuck. He didn't say anything but just looked unhinged. We get to playing paintball and this man's targeting me. What? We play girls versus guys because it was an even split. Every chance he gets, I get hit with a paintball.
Alright, maybe the reason he's hitting you with a paintball is his attempt of flirting with you, alright? Now you're gonna start thinking this differently after what you heard from your friend. Your friend told you about all this anger management bullshit he has going on. Obviously, you're not gonna see him the same way anymore. You're gonna think he's after you, right?
I thought I was going crazy, but he was treating me like target practice. I get hit in the helmet, arms, legs, ankles, and chest. When the game was over, he asked where we were going next, because we had made plans to hang out after. I beelined for my friend's car and got out of there. I cried in the backseat because my body was sore as fuck, and I just went through the most mentally confusing day of my life. I blocked him when I got home and haven't heard from him since. First of all, that mutual friend who knows all this information about this guy, that girl's crazy. That's not your friend. That is not a friend. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. That guy you're on a date with, he's on parole right now and he also has anger management issues. My bad, forgot to tell you. But what blew my mind more is your excuse that when you felt he was a little off, you looked past it because he's 6'7", fine with nice teeth. How did that turn out? That 6'7" nigga shot your ass up at paintball and give you plastic roses. But he's fine as fucking 6'7".
Well, that sucks for her. I mean, she went on a date with a guy who has anger management problems. And guess what? Her friend knew all about this, but didn't disclose this earlier. Damn. Sucks to suck, eh? But one thing I want to also pinpoint is a lot of these women, I find that they let a lot of things slide for dudes that they're really attracted to, right? I mean, these signs show themselves. Like, you have women here with dealing with dudes who already showcase like 10, 15, 20 red flags, but they let it slide. Just because he's handsome, he's tall, he's this, he's rich, he's whatever, blah, blah, blah. Later on, after like maybe red flag number 21, 22, whatever, they're like, yeah, he's not a good man. He's not the man for me. He's a terrible guy. It's like, yeah, you don't say, eh? Like those red flags all didn't tell you nothing about him. Yeah.
Niggas gotta start waking up, man. You gotta start thinking. Think. So you supposed to be the one that approached the female, and then you gotta pay for her food for an opportunity to continue to pay for her food while she's still talking to other niggas. These intrusive thoughts, man. I'm fucking trying, bro. But what?
Yeah, that's how it goes. Why are you shocked? That's how dating is nowadays. Get used to it. Get used with the system. I mean, that's the initial part, right? That's the initial filtering process. That's how you get to find out if she's worth your time or not, right? You gotta sacrifice a couple dinero to know this, right? But what's worse though is those guys that allow their women to be, you know, filming OnlyFans content and just releasing it out to the public and having other men literally like subscribe to the platform and pay off to see her naked. Like that's what I don't understand. Like this, what he just said here doesn't sound as bad. But those other guys out there who are letting their women do OnlyFans and all while they're in a committed relationship and got children, and it's like you're letting your woman just fully on display her nudity out there, and you got people who are subscribing and watching her. They could be your friends, your boss, anybody. Like that's some disrespectful type shit. But this part here, what you mentioned, is not even that deep.
And now you're looking at other women. This is what I deserve. I've been sitting there doing everything I can to look good for you. I'm wearing Indian clothes for him. I'm going up and down to India for him. I'm doing every single thing he wants. How dare you be in a room with another woman? Since when this is us? Since when is this us?
First, calm down.
No, I'm not calm.
I wasn't checking her out. I didn't do anything. I didn't ask the person's name, dude.
You have crossed the line. In our relationship, we don't have this. We have a 2-second rule. 1 second, you may look at a female, but if it reaches 2 seconds, that is cheating. You know the rules. You know the rules. You know that I don't go get male trainers. Have I ever had a male trainer? Have I ever had a male trainer? Tell me, what am I not giving you?
If there was something to hide, I would be hiding from you. I wouldn't be like coming and showing you myself. Calm down.
My marriage is in a crisis. He's put a lot of doubt in my head. The last thing I thought is he's going to betray the 2 seconds. I loved you because I thought that you only have eyes for me. Is it because she's blonde? I'll go blonde. I really regret moving the tracking app. Without it, these type of things happen. I have nothing left.
Yo, that's hilarious. What I even find more funny here is his accent. I cannot take him serious, bro. With that heavy Indian accent, I was just laughing throughout the whole thing. But I mean, she has a point, right? She's doing all of this to make him happy, but if he's out there disrespecting her by checking other women right in front of her face, come on, boy. What are you doing? I know your woman is a little bit crazy, but you're giving her reasons to, right? Especially if she's putting all the effort, you know, to make you happy, bro. She's even blonde. I can't even think for any what reason other than to make you happy. But I mean, you can't hide it, right? Like, you're a man. You're gonna look at other women regardless. Like, you can't pretend you don't see what's in the room, right? But don't do it in front of her face, you know? Don't give her a reason to be insecure about your whole relationship. At least give her that, right? Like, at least reassure her. But I mean, one thing though you can take away from this is if you were unsure whether she loved you or not, now you know she loves you dearly. But I mean, she's a little bit crazy though, not gonna lie. With tracking apps, come on, this is the type of woman that's going to show up in the middle of the night and stick a fork in your eyeball.
I was 2 months behind on rent, and I know my landlord Leon wanted my baby mama.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
I asked him if he could work something out, if baby mama could spend some time with him to erase some of my debt. Leon said he'd stop the eviction process altogether if I introduced him to my baby mum. Now, I don't live with my baby mum and I don't like her, period. I tolerate her when she comes through with my 7-year-old son. I arranged for Leon to meet her when she came through. I never told her about the hookup with him. My landlord Leon is short, light-skinned and wears thick glasses. My baby mum likes dark-skinned men exclusively. They met. She rolled her eyes at me and Leon walked her to the elevator. 2 months later, Leon set her up rent-free in one of his properties and she's dating him hard. He got contact lenses and has swag now. She dropped my son off and Leon was waiting in the car for her. In brackets, Leon forgave 1 month of the rent, but the eviction notice is back on.
So he's still not paid.
This is hilarious, bro. Like, bro thought he was actually making a decent move, right? He calculated this. He thought that he could see a way out where, you know, he could get his rent covered and that eviction notice out. But little does he know, at the end of all this, your baby mom is gonna be your landlord. Trust me, she's gonna be the one collecting rent from your ass. Especially now that since she's not with you, you're just her child's father. She don't care no more. She gonna toss your ass out. And this is actually funny. That woman knew for a fact that that was the best play on her part to make, because, hey, if she can't pay rent and she's struggling out here and he's well off, Why not, right? She just upgraded her living conditions, and she gonna take her son with her too. Now you're gonna be by yourself with no roof over your head. Damn.
Roman, we're just friends, okay?
That price was crazy, right?
Right? Yeah, it's great.
A lot of women do this a lot. They will tell you we're just friends, but they don't want you seeing other women. They're not comfortable with that. They get so petty when they see you entertaining other women, but at the same time, they don't want to date you. They just want to keep you like as a friendship type of thing, but they don't want you talking or seeing other women. It's like they just want you to be lingering around. Anyways, guys, that's a video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you all thought about this, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.